Chapter 1: The Arrival. The heavy metal gates creak ominously as Leo steps into the stark confines of the maximum security prison. A world of concrete, cold air, and distant echoes envelops him, leaving him disoriented and fearful. As a first-time offender sentenced to 3 years for robbery, he grapples with the weight of his choices, reflecting on the life that led him here. Days blur together, punctuated by the harsh reality of prison life, gestures of camaraderie, silent stares, and whispered warnings. Leo's heart races as he encounters seasoned inmates, each with stories etched deeply into their weary faces. This chapter sets the stage for his journey, capturing the raw vulnerability of a young man facing a brutal reality. Through his eyes, we experience the clash of innocence and the ruthless survival instincts that govern life behind bars, leaving listeners with a profound sense of the struggles that await Leo in his new reality. In the stark corridors of the prison, Mara unveils the unwritten rules that dictate survival behind bars. With her charisma and sharp wit, she navigates the complex web of friendships and rivalries that define this microcosm of society. Loyalty is paramount. Every alliance is built on trust, yet betrayal lurks around every corner. Mara shares moments of both camaraderie and tension, illuminating the duality of relationships formed in confinement, where a bond can be both a lifeline and a dangerous liability. As she recounts her interactions with fellow inmates, Mara highlights the moral dilemmas that arise from adherence to the code. Acts of kindness sometimes come at a price, forcing her to make choices that test her values. This chapter illustrates the intricate dance of loyalty and survival in a world where the rules are etched not in stone, but in the silent agreements of those enduring the same harsh reality. Chapter 3: Shadows of Regret. In this poignant chapter, Jose, a former gang leader, recounts the turbulent journey that led him to incarceration. His narration unfolds a tapestry of violence and loyalty, detailing the allure of gang life that seduced him from a young age. Jose reflects on the moment he chose camaraderie over caution, revealing the crushing weight of betrayal that followed. As he shares heart-wrenching memories of friends lost to the streets and familial bonds frayed by his choices, listeners feel the depth of his regret. In this confessional space, Jose grapples with the haunting question: is redemption possible for someone with so much blood on their hands? His story highlights the painful consequences of his past, alongside a desperate longing for forgiveness. Throughout the chapter, we bear witness to a man striving to reshape his identity, seeking a glimmer of hope amid the dark shadows of regret that envelop him. Chapter 4: Bonds Beyond Bars. In the stark confines of prison, amidst the harsh realities of daily life, unexpected friendships blossom. Leo reflects on the deep connections forged with fellow inmates, bonds crafted from shared vulnerability and mutual understanding. As they navigate the intricacies of survival, these friendships provide a lifeline, offering emotional support in a treacherous environment. Mara recounts moments of camaraderie over games of cards and whispered confessions in the dim light of their shared dorm. She recalls how laughter and storytelling weave a tapestry of companionship, transforming bleak days into something more bearable. Jose adds that these relationships often serve as a buffer against despair, reminding them that they are not alone in their struggles. Together, they navigate the complexities of loyalty and betrayal, finding strength in unity. Through their stories, listeners grasp how connection becomes a vital resource, illuminating the resilience of the human spirit in the darkest of prisons. Chapter 5: The Lifers. In this poignant chapter, we dive into the story of Emma, a woman sentenced to life for a crime of passion. Through her introspective narration, Emma shares the profound weight of despair that envelops her existence. Yet, amidst the bleakness of prison walls, she discovers the power of unexpected connections with fellow lifers. These women, bound by their shared fate, create a sisterhood that thrives on laughter, resilience, and a mutual understanding of loss. As they engage in creative outlets, painting, writing poetry, and sharing dreams of freedom, they nurture their spirits, finding moments of joy in desolation. Emma's reflections illuminate the beauty of companionship in harsh realities, emphasizing that even when hope seems distant, the bonds formed in confinement can light a path toward emotional healing. This chapter serves as a testament to the human capacity for hope and connection, urging listeners to reconsider the stories of those deemed irredeemable. Chapter 6, Breaking Barriers. In this chapter, Amir shares his transformative journey within the confines of prison walls, where hope often feels elusive. Once a promising academic, his life took a drastic turn due to a drug-related charge. Determined to reclaim his sense of purpose, Amir found solace in literature and initiated a makeshift book club, inviting fellow inmates to explore the power of storytelling together. As he recounts the challenges of convincing others to join, Amir highlights the unexpected friendships that emerge through shared reading and discussion. The club becomes not just a sanctuary from the harshness of prison life, but a platform for self-discovery and growth. Through dives into classic literature, they confront their pasts and envision brighter futures. Amir's narrative emphasizes the significance of education as a pathway to rehabilitation, showcasing how unity and knowledge can break down societal barriers, even in the bleakest of environments. Chapter 7, Understanding the Enemy. In the confines of prison, where survival hinges on complex social structures, perspectives shift dramatically. This chapter introduces Miguel, a rival gang member of Jose's, who offers a rare glimpse into the mind of someone often labeled as the enemy. As he reflects on his own circumstances, Miguel shares tales of hardship and loyalty that led him down a similar path to violence. In a world where enmity is commonplace, he describes unexpected moments of empathy and connection that blossom in the face of shared experiences. Through Miguel's narration, listeners gain insight into the complexities of rivalry, revealing how confinement forces even the most hardened individuals to confront their humanity. His candid admissions about regret and remorse challenge preconceived notions of good and evil, fostering a sense of understanding for those seen as foes. This chapter emphasizes the profound impact of empathy, illustrating that even within walls of division, bonds can form in the most unlikely of places. Chapter 8, Family Ties. In this poignant chapter, inmates share the profound impact of incarceration on their family relationships. With the physical barrier of prison walls separating them from their loved ones, they reflect on the heartbreak of diminished connections and the emotional turmoil that accompanies it. Some recount tearful phone calls and the pain of missed family gatherings, while others read aloud letters filled with love, encouragement, and the weight of unsaid goodbyes. Leo speaks of his mother's unwavering support, her reminders to stay strong echoing in his mind, while Emma recalls the joy and sorrow mingled in visits from her children. These interactions serve as lifelines, offering moments of hope and reminders of what they have lost. Ultimately, this chapter underscores the powerful role of family in the lives of inmates, illustrating how these connections, though strained, serve as a beacon of hope, fueling their dreams of redemption and reunification with the outside world. Chapter 9, Mental Battles. In this chapter, the hidden struggles of inmates dealing with mental health issues come to light. We hear from inmates like Malik, who battles anxiety and depression, sharing poignant stories of sleepless nights and overwhelming despair amid the prison's unforgiving walls. They candidly discuss the stigma surrounding mental illness within the incarceration environment, often exacerbated by a lack of support and resources. Inmates describe their coping strategies. Some find solace in meditation, while others turn to art or writing as therapeutic outlets. We also hear from Sophia, the social worker, as she addresses the systemic failures that ignore mental health needs. She emphasizes the critical importance of advocating for better mental health services, illuminating the urgent need for compassion and understanding in a system designed to punish rather than heal. The chapter captures the intricate balance of suffering and resilience, revealing how inmates strive to reclaim their mental well-being in the face of adversity. Chapter 10, Life Choices. In this chapter, Mara and Jose sit down to reflect on the crossroads in their lives that led them to prison. Mara shares her journey, revealing how her charm and cunning, initially seen as assets, ultimately became the tools of her downfall. "I could talk my way in and out of anything," she admits, yet acknowledges the loneliness that festered beneath her facade. Jose echoes her sentiments, recounting a pivotal moment when he chose loyalty over reason, a decision that spiraled into violence and heartbreak. Together, they discuss the profound lessons learned in confinement, emphasizing the importance of accountability. Every choice has a consequence, Jose states, his voice tinged with both sorrow and insight. The chapter highlights their growth, focusing on their acceptance of responsibility as a crucial step toward forgiveness and transformation. As their stories intertwine, they foster a mutual understanding of how life's choices, both good and bad, shape their paths in this unforgiving environment. Chapter 11. The System. In this chapter, Sophia, a dedicated social worker, pulls back the curtain on the complex inner workings of the prison system. She shares her first-hand experiences advocating for inmates, revealing the myriad challenges they face in seeking justice and support. With an unwavering commitment, Sophia addresses the systemic failures that often prioritize punishment over rehabilitation. Through poignant anecdotes, she illustrates the struggles of inmates who grapple with their humanity amidst harsh regulations and neglect. Between moments of frustration, she also highlights glimmers of hope, successful advocacy efforts that have led to improved mental health resources and educational programs. This chapter underscores the tension between institutional barriers and the efforts of compassionate individuals like Sophia, striving to foster change. As she reflects on her journey, listeners are left with an empowering message that even in a system often designed to break spirits, the fight for dignity and reform continues to resonate. Chapter 12. Resilience in Adversity. In this chapter, we hear the inspiring stories of inmates who have faced immense challenges and emerged stronger. Their narratives reflect a deep sense of resilience, showcasing the human spirit's capacity to withstand even the harshest conditions. One inmate, Marcus, shares how he transformed his anger into passion by taking up painting, using art as a therapeutic outlet that allowed him to express emotions he once buried. Another inmate, Lena, recounts her journey of recovery from addiction, illustrating the rigorous internal battles she faced while in confinement. Through their experiences, we gain insight into the myriad coping strategies inmates develop in the face of adversity, whether through mentorship, creative pursuits, or newfound faith. This chapter emphasizes that resilience is not merely enduring hardship. It's about finding purpose and strength within oneself and inspiring others along the way, reminding us that hope can thrive even in the bleakest of circumstances. Chapter 13. The Road to Redemption. In this chapter, we delve deep into the transformative journeys of inmates seeking forgiveness and a new lease on life. Through the voices of Leo and Jose, we explore the profound realizations that emerge from the weight of their past mistakes. Leo candidly shares how he confronts his regrets, revealing the steps he's taking toward personal redemption, attending rehabilitation programs, and participating in therapy that challenges him to face his demons head-on. Meanwhile, Jose speaks of the powerful conversations he has with fellow inmates, discussing the importance of accepting accountability for their actions. As they share stories of resilience and hope, we witness the emergence of new identities shaped by their determination to change. This chapter emphasizes the potential for rehabilitation and the powerful notion that even behind bars, individuals can reclaim their sense of self and strive for a brighter future, igniting the spark of transformation within the confines of the prison walls.